Hey everybody, happy Memorial Day. Hope you're having a good one. Hope you got the day off. And just remember the soldiers that have fallen to give us the freedoms that we have. So today, I am showing you guys some huge upgrades to my workshop and some things that I've really needed to get done for a while that I've finally gotten around to. Uh, we got some wife stuff in the basement now, so that's always fun. But on to the good stuff. So I'll kind of get to where you guys can see kind of an overall shot of the workshop here and what we've been doing. So here's just kind of a broad overview of the workshop. Don't mind the mess at the sink over there. That's my typical mess that you guys see in every single video. So we'll start off. I got all new organizers on my workbench. If some of you remember before, I kind of had like a few different organizers, and they weren't all the same color and shape, and didn't really work the best for me. I worked with them for as long as I could, and then I just needed to upgrade. So I wound up getting 4 new organizers. You guys can see the 2 middle ones have just the big drawers, and then the 2 ones on the side have a combination of the big and small drawers. Really helped me out for organizing and kind of clearing up the mess that I had going on my workbench. And we'll touch on some of the mess that was on my workbench. But you guys can see I have a lot of just miscellaneous stuff for my HO projects, paints, 1 full organizer full of nothing but paints, which is super nice. A lot of my steam engine stuff, and then a lot of my diesel details and stuff is all in there. You guys might be asking where'd a lot of the carnival train stuff go. You guys can see there's a couple trailers there, and there's no more carnival trains sitting here. This area is cleaned up now, and then I just have some building supplies here. Well, I'm trying to save myself a lot of hassle because I've been doing this to myself for years, where I will lay everything out that I'm working on at one time, and it gets to be pretty overwhelming. So I'm really trying not to do that and take a few steps back and just focus on a couple things at a time instead of the entire project at one time. So you guys can see I just have a couple trailers sitting here that I'm doing some paint work on. I don't have a whole 100 projects sitting here anymore. The carnival train is safe back in the fridge here, and I'll show you guys because you guys never really got to see it actually in the fridge. So there's all the trucks, some dollies, some other flat cars, and then what I tried to do in here was kind of reorganize it a little bit better. So the middle shelf is stuff that I'm working on. This shelf and that shelf is done stuff that I don't have to worry about. And then I have some other projects in some of these boxes here. I took some old Athearn boxes and used them as project boxes with some labels on them of what's in the box. And then some of my semis and dollies and wheels and all these organizers are in there now. Made a lot of room. The flat cars are all on the freezer side. All the flat car boxes. And then I got some other project stuff down here, just because it's kind of a smaller area that I can't fit a lot in. So there you go, guys. You finally get to see what a fridge looks like when it's not full of food. So it's just a really safe place for the carnival train. I don't have to worry about the cats getting to it, and Lord forbid if there ever was a fire, it has a chance of surviving in the fridge longer. So but yeah, like I said, took off the organizers. You guys might remember I had a toolbox and a organizer full of bolts on the stove. That's out in the garage now. I will do a video on my workshop in the garage because I've been doing a lot of moving around and revamping everything out there to get a really good garage workshop set up, as well as having a downstairs workshop. So I got a lot of my modeling supplies here, a lot of my styrene, Plastruct stuff, parts for different kits that I can pull from. Not too much in there anymore. Yeah, you guys might remember I had some tools in there, just some junk kind of sitting in there right now. But I have this workspace completely cleared off, and then this workspace completely cleared off now, and then my mess of horn stuff that I am doing. The shelves here, you guys can see I have 2 toolboxes. They are completely full. Well, 3 including that one over there, but that one up against the wall is for modeling supplies, tools, and stuff like that. These 2 are more for my horn stuff. We'll start with this one. I got a shelf here. It's got my diffuser rings, my cushion rings, and then a bunch of diaphragms. And then this toolbox. Show you guys. So I got just some of my kind of cheaper Westward tools in here up top. If I can get that open. Just a couple different socket sets that are just kind of simple and nice to have. Got 3/8 and then 1/4 inch stuff there. Here I have my metric and standard Allen wrenches. Just have some not drill bits, but like bits for drills for like flathead, Phillips heads, and a couple other different heads that I use very often. It's just a little assortment of wrenches there. And then a lot of my my free taps and dies. You guys know I have that nice set down there. But I did, before I bought that set, I had a lot of taps and dies already, so I just kind of wanted to put those all in one place and not have them up in a cabinet. So they're everything's a little bit more organized, a little bit more accessible that way. And then some T-handle Allen wrenches, a screwdriver, some of my tap handles and my die handles kind of just laying in there. And then the bottom we have some more drill bits, some vice grips, punch, hammer, a couple of chisels, and then some stamps, some lettering stamps, adjustable wrench, just some kind of run-of-the-mill stuff that I use quite often. So that's that toolbox. Just kind of a lot of my really readily used stuff that I used to keep up in that cabinet. Now I have it out right here, right at my workbench where I'm working. And then over here, this toolbox is basically just nothing but wrenches, socket wrenches, open end wrenches. Show you guys here. I got some specialty sockets from Gear Wrench. I have my Craftsman set that I use for horn stuff a lot because it's got the really good shaped sockets for getting around the bells. This drawer I have a bunch of gear wrenches. Within this whole toolbox I have 2 full sets of gear wrenches, metric and standard. So I have 2 sizes of everything I need in this whole box, which is really nice to have because it never fails where you have one size and you always say to yourself, boy, I could really use another one of those. So I went and bought two full sets. Nice Craftsman metric and standard set, Allen wrench sets in there. Here I have kind of pan out here, Craftsman mixed with Gear Wrench. I got some Gear Wrenches kind of sauced in around there, and then a lot of my quarter inch socket wrenches, all from Craftsman. And then the Gear Wrenches, these are all metric sizes up here, 2 of each. Try to organize it nicely. And down here we got the 3/8 socket set, and then some doubled up standard gear wrenches. Really tried to stock this toolbox up nicely. And then we got some 1/2 inch socket wrench, and then some non-gear wrench, just the normal Craftsman wrenches. So basically I got a 2 full sets of gear wrenches and then a really nice 200 and some piece Craftsman set, and that mixed with my older Craftsman set and some special sockets from Gear Wrench, just kind of put all that into one box. So a lot of wrenches and stuff in this box that I use quite a bit, so that's nice to have down here for a lot of the horn stuff. You guys saw the video that I did on the Irwin tap and die set, but this is another cool set that I got that I have not showed you guys. This is going to help me for gasket making. I've been needing some gaskets. Some of the stuff's hard to find, and then when you do find it, people kind of want some silly prices. So I went and bought cork, a couple cork rolls, and then this was not cheap, but it's definitely worth it because it goes up quite a bit in sizes for punches. It's got the varying head on it, nice punch handle, punches clear down to 1/8, all the way up to 1 5/8. So I can punch out holes in gaskets for like the doing the 2-piece 1Ls is what I'm really going to use this on. I want to kind of mass produce some gaskets for 2-piece 1Ls, so that'll be pretty cool. And it's not an American-made set of tools, but it's a well-made set of tools that's really going to help me out in the future for making gaskets, so that's pretty cool. And you guys can see I got some leftovers of when I was doing the horn shelves. I had some leftovers from that, so I kind of built up a whole shelf there. So my overall workspace down here is a lot better than what it was, a lot cleaner. And now if I want to switch gears, if I want to, if I want to work on horns one day and then back to the carnival train the other day, I have the space to do that now. I don't have the carnival train taking up all 3 of my workspaces completely. I'm able to switch around pretty quick now. So that's pretty much it. Horn shelves are still the same in here. All my parts, still got all my horn parts in here. All my bells and everything. I do have the 2 different rolls of cork. It's 2 different types of cork, but they're both good for making gaskets, so that's what I'll be making some gaskets for some of that stuff. And then model railroad stuff still all in its same place, but yeah, this is pretty much just kind of a cleanup and a revamp of my workshop area. That's probably just going to stay a mess forever because this is all my wire brushes and bolts that I'm currently cleaning, and some of my cleaners. My chemical cabinet, as I like to call it, is up here. Kind of got some miscellaneous stuff kind of kicking around up there, but that's where a lot of my sprays and my soaps and everything are. And then those 2 organizers are staying there because I like them. There I can access all my bolts and nuts and washers for horns, and all my special little stuff stays up there. So that all works out pretty good. So yeah, there you go, guys. Revamped workshop. Really happy with it now. I can do a lot more versatility now. I don't have to just really switch gears anymore to set things up just for one project. I can go back and forth between model railroad and horn a lot better now, especially since putting the carnival train away, because it's such a big project, and it's really overwhelming having everything just laying out staring at me. So having the stuff safe put away is really nice, and then I can just pull out stuff as I want to work on it, or put things away if I don't want to. If I'm done working on it for now, I can just put it away, and it's not just taking up room anymore. So there you go, just a little video on some updates, some nice new tools, stuff to really help my projects along here. And like I said, I will be doing, I still have some cleaning to do out there, but I will be doing a video on my garage workshop, so that way you guys can see what I got going on out there. That's set up solely for like working on my vehicles, and if I needed to do horn work out there, I can as well. But this is down here is my combination of horn and model railroad related stuff. So once again, thanks for the support, everybody. To my new subscribers, thank you very much for subscribing. I've had a few over the past month, a few new ones, so thanks guys for subscribing to the channel. I do have quite a few videos. If you go way back to the very beginning, I have a whole bunch of videos just about all sorts of random stuff. So if something piques your interest, or if you have a friend that you think would be into either my model railroad stuff or my horn stuff or whatever, send them my way. Hit me up in the comments if you want to know about where I got anything store-wise, like where I bought some of this stuff, or where I can, or if you're looking for certain things in model railroad, let me know. If you're looking for certain things for horns, ask me. I'm always here to help everyone. People that have me on Facebook, you know, I'm pretty much a consultant for anything that I can be. Love helping everybody, especially you guys, my subscribers. If I ever have anything in a video that helps you, that's my goal, is to just help. And I enjoy it. I love showing you guys what I have. I love talking with you guys in the comments about if you guys have something model railroad related or horn related and you want to talk about it. I'm always up for just talking in the comments, or if you want to friend me on Facebook. I do have Snapchat, so just hit me up in the comments if you ever want to get a hold of me for any reason. I'm not a famous person, so I'm pretty easy to get a hold of. So thanks as always, everybody, and until next time, take care.